Welcome. This is not a Dr. Chaim Goldman and Dr. Jeff Hazim.
Hi, Chaim.
Jeff, we are here to talk about, well, that C word thing that people don't like to say, cancer. And it's very, very scary to a lot of people. And the medical industry has made it even scarier with the way that they approach it. But thankfully, as we've been talking about recently, there's a lot of new approaches out there. Actually, old approaches, but the information that's getting out there is amazing through a lot of people. And you were telling me, as I was talking about this video series, The Truth About Cancer, A Global Quest, about how hard it was in the past to get good natural health information on cancer. What was that like?
Well, yeah, when I got into natural health probably almost 30 years ago, even before I was in chiropractic school and then all the way through chiropractic school, it was like you had to search far and wide to find some good information. And even when I graduated from school a long time ago, almost 25 years ago, and I was teaching patients how to find an alternative to the disease care that wasn't working with cancer treatment, you could hardly find a book written about it. And so I did a lot of my own research. But now it's so great that there are just dozens and dozens of doctors and alternative practitioners around the world that are exposing the truth about cancer and giving people alternatives far away from the standard treatment of chemotherapy and radiation and surgery and so on. So it's really great.
Yeah, well, while we were having this conversation, you know, and the people who follow us at Biblical Health TV know, there's this video series, a 9 documentary series professionally produced called The Truth About Cancer, A Global Quest. And on it, there's over 90 experts in different fields that are talking about cancer and how to do it. A lot of these treatments you have to go outside of the United States to get, right? They don't even let you use them in the States.
Well,
Uh,
it's interesting you say that because we've always taught about health sovereignty and people having choices. And of course, you can't really make a wise choice without the education. And that's what this is going to do. It's going to teach you about the choices you have. And quite frankly, if you're diagnosed with cancer, it doesn't matter where you have to go to find the right answer. Certainly, finding the right answer anywhere is being dead where you live. And listen, back when the war on cancer was declared, I think it was back in the days of Nixon, and it became this war that the medical profession partnered with the government, so to speak, to fight. And quite frankly, all these years later, the only thing that has changed is that cancer is on the rise, and maybe, just maybe, people live a little longer when they get diagnosed because of technology much earlier. But quite frankly, Chaim, with the most severe cancers, people are dying just the same, and the treatment is still pretty archaic when it comes down to what medicine is offering, and that is poisons and toxins. And I've always said, Chaim, that you can't correct a disease with the same toxins that cause the disease in the first place. So if cancer is primarily a toxic disease, it's an environmental problem relative to what's going on the outside and the environment it creates on the inside. And if you keep your body clean on the inside, quite frankly, cancer cells can't exist. And unfortunately, the treatment for cancer seems to be focused on detoxifying the body to the point that it kills the cells. But unfortunately, it kills healthy cells also.
Right. Well, the very first the very first documentary in the series is called The True History of Chemotherapy and the Pharmaceutical Monopoly. And it goes on cancer facts and fictions and breast cancer, hormones, even going into ways of healing cancer in natural ways. Again, things that can't even be done in this country because the medical community doesn't want them here. This video series is really amazing, and it's being offered for free this weekend. We actually bought it, which is really rare for us to go out and engage with information like this and actually put it in our library. But we ordered this 9 DVD series, and came with transcripts to go in the library. In fact, the only problem that I have with this series, and of course, there's lots of information. There's 90 people on there. We're not ever saying that we're in total agreement with everything. We want people to get educated. But my only problem with this series is that you and Dr. Gary Tunsky are not actually interviewed for this. I think that that's scandalous that you weren't on there.
Scandalous.
But BHtv experts Jordan Rubin and Josh Axe are on there. Also, the Health Ranger, right? Mike Adams, who we know, we follow him, and Dr. Mercola and Dr. Wallach and a lot of other people who we go to. They went out there, and what I really, really love, Ty Bollinger, who is the man who put it all on the line, he went out and he did the research and he put money up in order to get this done and interviewed all these people. His biography says, happily married husband, father of 4 wonderful children,
devout Christian.
Devoted Christian.
That's right.
We love that for Biblical Health TV, right? Best-selling author, medical researcher, talk radio host, health freedom advocate, former competitive bodybuilder, and also a certified public accountant, all around the kind of guy we love. So go just checking out a documentary of someone like this who put it all on the line, like we've been doing for years, right? In order to get the information out. Want to encourage people to just go watch it, and it's free. You can go on, no putting your name or your email address, which is a rarity these days. You can go check it out, but only through this weekend until Monday evening, the 30th of November.
Yeah, I'd like to say 2 things. Number one, the amount of time it would take you in your own personal effort to rally the information together for your own personal resources, even if you're not already diagnosed with cancer or don't know someone who is. It quite frankly could take a lifetime to do such. And then just the peace of mind to have this in your library. And if you happen to be someone who's been diagnosed with cancer or know someone who has, it's an endless resource for you to find the truth about cancer and the alternatives available to you. So quite frankly, just go look at it, go get it and watch it. It will really give you freedom and peace of mind. And of course, along the lines of everything we teach, a personal choice and the sovereignty you have in your healthcare decisions, we're all for that.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even know this, but Jordan Rubin, back I think in 2008, got cancer, believe it or not, and he gives his testimony of what happened and getting cured as part of this video. And so I actually learned something about someone who I know, but he kept it very, very private, but finally decided to put it out there and tell people about it. Cancer is a very personal thing. Both of my parents died of cancer. My father's mother did, so this has been something in my family. But I know that if, Yah forbid, this ever happened in my family, I would not want to take the medical route. I would definitely want to go with the information that's out there to do it naturally, to cure my body naturally, to not do things that just make me sicker and maybe feel like I want to die. I've watched people die of this, and the medical community give no answers. So when something like this is out there and it's free, we just had to get on the video and encourage you to go get it. So the link below this video is the place to go. Go watch it before it's gone. And hey, if you want to get the thing for your library too, we did it. We'd encourage you to do that too. It's called The Truth About Cancer, A Global Quest. Any last words, Jeff, to encourage people to get it for themselves and also their family?
Yeah, I want to reiterate one thing. As you were saying, you said, well, God forbid if that ever happened to somebody I knew or my family. I want to just say probably the greatest thing that you will get out of getting a series like this is peace of mind, because once you learn the truth about cancer, the irrational fear of becoming a victim to cancer will disappear. So it's not just a great tool if you've already been diagnosed. It can release you from the fear that, just let's be real. Over 30% of people are diagnosed with cancer these days. You can be free of that fear. So that in itself is worth the time and effort to look into it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Jeff. This is not a Dr. Chaim Goldman signing off from Biblical Health TV. Go check out the Truth About Cancer series now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jeff.
Bye-bye, everyone.